Ladies and gentlemen, please listen closely. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Not scream, not argue, not fight to prove yourself, but to walk away quietly, without warning, without explanation, without giving them the satisfaction of a reaction. And when you do, your absence becomes louder than any word you could have ever spoken. This is not weakness. This is not defeat. This is control. This is power. Before we go further, I need to speak directly to those listening right now. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let your voice be heard. If you've been with us, supporting, showing up, listening, and growing, I thank you. You are the reason this message gets stronger. Now listen. When you left quietly, you took something with you. Your presence, your energy, your attention. They didn't realize how much weight it carried. They thought your silence meant nothing. They thought your distance would go unnoticed. But absence has a way of echoing, and the echo is deafening. Psychology teaches us that humans only recognize the value of something when it is gone, when it slips through their fingers, when they wake up and it is no longer there. This is called psychological reactance. When people feel they've lost access to something, their desire for it increases. It burns them inside. So when you stopped explaining yourself, when you stopped fighting to be understood, when you stopped giving pieces of yourself to those who only consumed without giving back, that's when the tables turned. Think about history. Think about Martin Luther King Jr. He didn't need to scream violence to make the world listen. His silence during moments of tension, his refusal to react with hate, carried a weight no weapon could. The absence of hate in his response made the presence of his message impossible to ignore. Or look at Steve Jobs. He was fired from Apple, the company he helped create. Gone, absent, people thought it was over for him, but his absence revealed his worth. When Apple struggled without him, the world realized his presence had been the engine behind their innovation. When he returned, he didn't come with excuses. He didn't justify. His quiet rebuilding spoke louder than anything he could have shouted. Your silence has the same potential. But here's the hard truth. Silence only works when you've built value. When you've shown through your actions, through your consistency, through your energy, that you were worth listening to. And you have. Deep down, you know you gave. You know you tried. You know you showed up. That is why your leaving shook them. There's a principle in behavioral psychology called intermittent reinforcement. It's when rewards come unpredictably, making people crave them more. When you stopped responding, when you stopped showing up, their brain went into a loop, waiting, craving, hoping, confused. Your silence triggered their need to chase what they had taken for granted. And I want you to understand something right now. Silence is not about revenge. It is not about punishment. It is about reclaiming your energy. It is about no longer feeding those who only drain you. It is about rising above the need to be validated. Because when you leave quietly, you don't waste your time building cases, writing speeches, trying to convince them of your worth. You don't stand there arguing with someone who already decided not to listen. You save your energy for your next move. And that is why your absence becomes powerful. Your silence is training. Your absence is building. Your withdrawal is creating a hunger in them, while fueling your strength in secret. And here's where you have to stay sharp. People will try to drag you back into the chaos. They'll provoke you. They'll poke. They'll try to pull words out of you. They'll bait you. Because your silence terrifies them. They don't know how to fight someone who doesn't swing back. Stay disciplined. Hold the line. Your silence is not weakness. It is a weapon. To everyone listening right now, if these words are cutting deep, if you know what it feels like to leave quietly and watch your absence roar louder than your presence ever did, pause for a second. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment with your truth. Let the world know you're done justifying yourself. This is your movement. Now let's go deeper. Think about relationships, friendships, family, work. When you pull back from toxic people, when you walk away without theatrics, the silence forces them to face themselves. No distractions, no noise, just their own reflection. And most people cannot stand to face themselves. That's why your absence breaks them. When Muhammad Ali refused the draft, he was stripped of his title, silenced, punished. They thought taking away the ring, the stage, the spotlight would crush him. But his absence from boxing only made him larger. The silence of his punches outside. The ring spoke louder than the fights inside. The world realized who he really was. Your quiet exit does the same. You don't need to fight to prove your strength. The silence does it for you. People mistake silence for surrender. They think quiet means defeated. They think leaving means you lost. But that's because they only see what's in front of them. They don't see the storm you're building in silence. They don't see the power you're charging behind closed doors. This is why your absence feels like thunder. Because when you return, when you rise, when you show up again, there will be no debate, no argument, no explanation needed. They will already know. You must master this. Silence is a test of self-control, and self-control is the highest form of strength. Anyone can explode, anyone can argue, anyone can make noise. But to stay calm, to hold back, to keep your energy for what matters, that is mastery. Your silence is not emptiness. It is strategy. And right now, I want you to burn this into your mind. The moment you left quietly, you didn't lose. They did. Because they lost access to your presence, your energy, your vision, your loyalty, your strength. Your silence forced them to hear the one sound they've been running from. The sound of their own actions catching up to them. This is why absence screams louder than words. And you must keep walking, keep building, keep sharpening yourself in the shadows. Your silence is not forever. It is preparation. One day, when you step back into the light, the world will remember why you were missed. Now let me ask you, are you ready to stay disciplined? Are you ready to let silence do the talking? Are you ready to watch your absence echo through the lives of those who took you for granted? Then hold your ground. Stay silent. Stay powerful, because the world is watching, and the moment you left quietly was the moment you became unstoppable.